So guys, you've seen my BMW X6 40D before on this channel. However, it is now wrapped. I'm gonna do a little review and tell you why I bought this over an X6M, X5M, and what the difference really between this and an Urus. Because I've got an Urus. Do I really need this? Watch this video. So I'm gonna go for a drive in this car, but before we do, it's now wrapped. It's like a bronzy grey colour. This was the previous colour inside. It actually looks really blue now, but obviously I had to wrap it, and I think I might put this on Rate My Wrap. This was wrapped by Tev, Rio and Dion. So if you haven't seen the Rate My Wrap series, click here, you can see that. So my car's an X6 40D. It's a diesel 3 litre 6 cylinder, 8-speed auto, 352 horsepower, 720 newton meters of torque. It does 0 to 60 in 5.5 seconds. That's not bad for a big car. Remember, it's not the X6M that has a 4.4 litre engine. It's got a top speed of 152 miles an hour and it weighs just under 3,000 kilograms. So my car's got some carbon features, as you can see here, that's been added on. It's the BMW Performance Pack. It is so massive, so chunky. The grills are insane. The front of the car to me is the best part of the car. Let's quickly go to the back, because I've got more bits on the back. So we've added the spoiler here, got these little bits here on the side, and obviously the carbon rear diffuser. As much as this is my daily, and I'm probably only going to keep it for a year, 18 months, it's still nice to make it look different. So with the carbon added extras and the wrap, it's my personal, everyday, run-of-the-mill car, but it's still a little bit special. Sometimes I'll just wake up in the morning and I look out and I've got the X6 there, I've got the Urus, and I'm like, what shall I take? And I look at the weather, and even though the weather's quite nice today, and you think, oh, you take the Urus out, I actually really enjoy this, and I actually do like the fact that I'm not seen as much. With the Urus, everyone knows the car, everyone wants to stop. I can drive around in this and be quite hidden, quite undercover. Also great for me driving up and down the motorway, putting the mileage on this is fantastic. Economy, fuel economy. Listen, yes, I can afford to put petrol in my car, but you know what? People like a deal, and I love a deal. The fact that I can do 600 odd miles on a full tank is insane. One thing that's quite weird, when you're Greek or like you're Mediterranean, you talk with your hands, okay? So when I'm driving, I'm talking and doing this. The problem is the infotainment system, when you do this or you do certain things, it changes features, it puts the volume up and down. So that's a bit of a weird thing that I have to get used to, because I'm like, what's going on? Why is that happening? Why is that happening? We talk with our hands, what can I say? You know those videos, I'm Greek, we talk with our hands. I'm this, we do this. I'm Greek, of course we like olives. I'm Greek, of course we like chili sauce. I'm Greek, of course we... Anyway, you get the point. Obviously it's not a petrol car, but you know what? Let's do a quick sound check. Something that's quite cool, so obviously if I go out with my daughter, she sits behind the passenger seat and obviously has the baby seat. This is like a Mercedes feature that I've seen back in the day, but this has got it with the BMW, where I can come here, I can hit the seat here, number 2, and I can control my passenger seats. If I need to put that seat forward, if she's kicking the back seat, which she does, I can just put the seat forward or put it back, and I can set it to however I want. So as you can see, the seat's really far forward. So what you'd have to do back in the day, you'd have to do this. Not for me. Just push this little button here. Oh, hello, mate. So I can put the seats back. Nice, I've actually got it set. So that's my settings. And then when my daughter gets in the car, I'll move it forward. Cool, hey? Right, let's go for a drive. The interior is great. Obviously nowadays, pretty much every car has leather interior. It's got a massive pan roof, as you can see. I'm opening it up now. I like everything closed. So I like to be enclosed in my car with tinted windows. I don't really like to be seen. But obviously when you open the roof, it looks great. A cool feature at night, it all lights up like a blue, which is a mad feature at night. And also on the dashboard here, so you've got the X6 and you've got the arrows running left and right, which again is a really cool feature. Real soft Napa leather, very comfortable car. Nice chunky steering wheel, really cool. And obviously it's got silver inside, which is fine. Obviously sound system, Harman Kardon. It's great. You've got a massive screen running from pretty much the left side of the car all the way to the right. Like you can see now, I've got the sat nav on now, and you can see it's just a massive, it's like a cinema screen. You know, you can do like the software, you can change things up, you can watch things while you're driving. Obviously, I can't do that because it's against the law, but it's cool for the passengers. The passengers can watch it. Seating position for me, I do sit quite far back, and obviously my arms are quite stretched out. People are, oh, you should have the bend. Listen, I'm not racing, I'm cruising around. I don't really care. Usually I sit like this. I have one arm on the window. Obviously I've got the back issue, haven't I? Well, I do have the lumbar support on the back, which is quite good, as you can see there. It's shown on the screen. So it's like quite lumbar on the back, so it just pushes into the lower part of my back. But the fact that I do a lot of driving around, it's handy to have this car as well as the Urus. But this is my day-to-day smoker, up and down the motorway. If I need to go and see properties or doing some other bits and bobs, this is the car that I take. People are like, oh, you should have got the X6M. Matt Watson said you should have got the X5. The X5 is lovely, but the X6 with the big boot, it just looks a bit more chunky and full. Would I have liked an X6M? Price point, this is around 80 grand up to close to 100, depending on how you spec it. The X6M is like 120, 130. Do I need an X6M to drive around in when I've got the Urus? No. Is the honest truth. I think this still does the job. Yes, you haven't got the sound. Yes, you haven't got the speed, but this still pulls. This is actually really nice. When I stick it into sport mode here, it actually really does pull. So you've got sport, sport plus, sport individual, and obviously you can configure it as well to your individual mode. So obviously it allows you with like the drivetrain, the steering, the damping. I drive around in comfort all the time. Am I getting old? Is that why I want comfort? Then I've got a Revolto coming. That's not really going to be comfortable, is it? Let's be honest. But the fun and the speed and the power, that will be. But look, if I put this into sport, I'll just give it a little. Listen, that pull, that's like boom, like that. It does pull, it's nice. Look, there you go, look, it's changed. I didn't know that, so look, I changed it into sport. Look, that's gone to red now. So look, you got comfort, goes to white. Eco goes to blue. Cars are crazy now. This is a 4x4. Do you remember 4x4s back in the day were just boxy and square and GPs are not very fast? Nowadays, just everything is great. So whenever I buy my daily car, usually it's on a year deal, 18 months deal. This one's from BMW Park Lane. But this one is usually a year, 18 months, and I just change it again. Just because it's my daily and I put the mileage on it. So I had an X5 4.6 IS. That was the daddy. I had it in Estral blue. I had it color coded. I had 24-inch Da Vinci chrome wheels. That was insane. And that was so fast. I remember I was young driving that car and the petrol, it would drink, it'd be ridiculous. This car here, it's a diesel. I fill it up and it shows 600 plus miles on the dash. Yes, please, yes, thank you. Yes, that's amazing. Like, wow. I'm not used to having such a car that does so many miles on a full tank. I'm used to the Aventadors, I'm used to the Uruses, I'm used to the, oh my God, I'm used to other cars, the SVRs, the Defender V8s, where it shows 300 miles on the tank and it's doing 180 on a full tank. This will show 600. I would say it'll do a good 450, 480 plus. I have to keep stopping at the petrol station. With my other cars, literally every day, I'm at a petrol station. It's that bad. I've actually done 1,000 miles in this car now. So if I was taking it on CarWow, it would have been running and ready to run in. If you haven't seen that video, you can see that video on the screen where I react to the Revolto and the SF90. I'm going to avenge that. Don't worry about that. I've been driving BMWs from when I was a young kid, from 18 years old, E30s. I had the 325i Motorsport, I had the convertibles, I had the hard tops, I had the E36, E46, I had 4 doors. I used to always have the M3s, obviously earlier days, the 318s, the 320s, obviously I couldn't afford the insurance. I've been a big BMW fan. I must have had a good 20 BMWs over the years. I did like the M3, I think it was the E36. I don't know if they're like called teardrop wing mirrors, where everyone used to steal them. You should just pop them off and you just unplug them. Yeah, that wasn't probably the best design. So I have been a BMW fan for a long time. I think they have come a long way. You've got great visibility in this car, massive windscreen, big windows on the side. Even with the wing mirrors, they're nice and big. You can see everything down the side of the car. Wherever you look, it's just great. Pros and cons with this against, say, the Urus. So the Urus is obviously a lot more fast, the drama, the noise, the excitement, the wow factor. This is a lot more smooth. It's still got some sort of speed, doesn't have the noise, doesn't have the drama, but it is a lot more comfortable. So my Urus is a perfect, it's on springs rather than shocks, which means it's not that comfortable. It does bounce down the road a little bit, whereas this is, it's just a very comfortable car, very easy to drive, and you don't overthink this, but you can just turn up anywhere and it's not like a spaceship turning up. With an Urus, it's a spaceship turning up, especially when I wrap my cars with like white at the moment, with the white wheels and with the body kit. So like now we're going to one of my properties that we're doing up as well. So there's a property video we've got on the Yian YouTube channel, and I'm turning up in this and it doesn't look out of place. This car's got great parking features. Do I use any of them? No. You know why? I'm a top driver. Don't need them. Don't need them. Like, you can put it in reverse here. Look, you put it in reverse. You've got all the cameras everywhere. Look at this. So you've got assist parking, you've got all the screens, start reversing assistant, you've got the screen there. You've got screens everywhere, which is great. If you're not a good driver, this is really handy. However, if you rely on the parking features and don't really pay attention and don't do like looking around and checking everywhere, you could have a problem. Start reverse parking. Okay, here we go. Right, okay. Oh, hello. Okay, so all I have to do is do the brake and the accelerator. I ain't gonna lie, that's sick. Oh my God, look at that. That's top parking, look. That's really good. Does it allow me to leave the space? Start leaving parking space. See that? Look, this is getting me out, look at that. Yeah, it gets you out and then obviously you do your thing. Mate, that's so good. So sick. Yeah, see, that's what you'd normally do, wouldn't you? You go back and forth, whereas this one just brings you straight in. Love it. But yeah, it really does work, doesn't it? Well, I'm very impressed. Very impressed. Good job. So that's the end of this video and a quick car review. The next one you're going to see is my Lamborghini Revuelto. And yes, it's arrived. Yes.